Dragons in the skies, fire from the boughs, wisdom flowing fast, ancient temples bow, mountains echo tales, ancestors crying loud, heroes of the past, legends worn proud. On golden silk roads, history unfolds, mystics in the night, secrets they hold. Great walls shadow long, warriors in rows, in the courtyard's light, a lotus flower grows. Orchids in the wind, laughter from the light, truth within the sand, cities bathed in light. Tigers leap through time, rivers serpentine, harmony and chaos living by design. Phoenix rise anew, feathers burning blue, forest whisper soft, mind open and true. Scrolls of hidden art, sages they confide, ticking of the jade, time won't divide. Battles lost and won, emperors do reign, people marching on, dreams still remain. Peasant to the king, stories intertwined, every single soul walking a fine line. Orchids in the wind, laughter from the light, truth within the sand, cities bathed in light. Tigers leap through time, rivers serpentine, harmony and chaos living by design.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back! I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. I said I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. Welcome back. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. It's Thursday, another beautiful day here in sunny old England. Yeah, England's typically not sunny, but it was beautiful again today. If you caught the earlier stream, the little mini stream, you would have seen the sunshine in the park. It was beautiful. Even though there was clouds out, the sun still shone. I love it. I love it. Never give up. Never give up. Do you know what? I was going to, but we're going to play another song now. We're going to have to play another song. I'm sorry. It's about the never giving up hope. Never give up hope. Let's go with hope.
Yeah, I've been through the shadows, walked in the night, seen the world get heavy, try to crush my light. The hope keeps burning deep in my soul, a flame that won't fade, yeah, it keeps me whole. When life gets rough and the clouds roll in, hope is the anchor that pulls me again. In the darkest of times, when all seems lost, hope breaks through no matter the cost. Hope never dies, it shines through the pain, through every storm, every drop of rain. When the world goes dim and I'm down to my knees, hope lifts me up, sets my spirit free. They say light can't shine without a little dark. Hope's that spark, yeah, it ignites the heart. When the path ain't clear and the road feels long, hope gives me strength, makes me strong. I've seen despair try to steal my fight, but hope keeps pushing like day through night. It's a voice in my head saying keep going strong, tells me I'm right where I belong. Hope never dies, it shines through the pain, through every storm, every drop of rain. When the world goes dim and I'm down to my knees, hope lifts me up, sets my spirit free. Hope's like the sun after endless rain. It's a light that heals, it's a balm for pain. It don't fade, don't break, don't bend. It's the beat of my heart, my forever friend. So when I'm lost, I look to the sky. Hope's in the stars, it's the reason why. Why I stand, why I rise, why I keep on fighting. Hope's my armor when the world starts biting. It whispers, hold on, don't give up yet. Through every tear, through every regret, hope's the fire that never goes out. Through every struggle, every doubt, hope never dies, it shines through the pain, through every storm, every drop of rain. When the world goes dim and I'm down to my knees, hope lifts me up, sets my spirit free. Hope's like the sun after endless rain. It's a light that heals, it's a balm for pain. It don't fade, don't break, don't bend. It's the beat of my heart, my forever friend. So when I'm lost, I look to the sky. Hope's in the stars, it's the reason why. Why I stand, why I rise, why I keep on fighting. Hope's my armor when the world starts biting. It whispers, hold on, don't give up yet. Through every tear, through every regret, hope's the fire that never goes out. Through every struggle, every doubt, through every struggle, every doubt. hope never dies.
Hope never dies. Hope never dies, guys. It's the reason why I keep on fighting. It's the reason why. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I already did this intro earlier, but I'm going to do it a little bit again. But welcome back. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. Let's have a quick look at the chat. See, it already kicked off with D in the chat. D says, no shackles, no chains, all are free here. No prison. Freedom rings. Free speech, no whiplash here. Yeah, for sure. It's all about freedom of speech. If I want freedom of speech, I got to allow you to have freedom of speech. Obviously, like I do try and kind of get you guys to be a bit nicer in the chat. At the end of the day, it's your choice what you do. It's your choice what you do. I can't stop you from being you. You know, it is what it is. And if you are, I'm not going to lie, I did go on the Noses stream just a few minutes ago to watch the beginning of it. And yeah, they really seem upset. They really seem upset. Every 2 seconds, they seem to be bringing up either this channel or the people on the channel talking about them. So, honestly, guys, I think the best thing you could do, all right, this isn't me trying to control you. This isn't me trying to control you. But this is just a heads up. The less you talk about them, the better. Because right now, they've got nothing else to talk about. They've got nothing else to talk about, so just don't even give them any attention. Don't give them any attention. If you want to say something, you can say it. I'm not going to stop you. But my advice would be is just let them do their thing. Let them do their thing. They seem to be on this victim mentality and they don't want to snap out of it. And yeah, nothing we could do to stop that, you know. I've tried with all the videos I've put out, with all the conversations I've had with them. I've tried my best to wake them out of this victim mentality, but it's their choice if they want to sit in it, if they want to sit in there. So leave them alone, my advice. But you're going to do what you're going to do, and I'm not going to stop you unless you get really profane or disgusting. Then I probably will, but otherwise, do your thing, guys. Do your thing. Free will. God gave you free will. Why would I take it away? D says, John 8:36, if the Son therefore shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. Dropping some emojis for the music. D says, yeah, Didi caught the mini, loved it. You need to bring the other one back so I can review of Leviathan. Oh yes, last night's stream. So last night's stream, I actually got my first ever copyright strike. A lot of the times what happens is that they'll stop the stream, they'll get that black screen, and then they'll bring it back again. But I think that video I was playing was so long that they were like, let's just give him a copyright strike. So I got my first ever copyright strike. So accomplishment achieved. So I have re-edited the video literally just now. That's why it took me a while to get started. And that's why I was watching the Big No stream, because I was waiting for the percentage to complete before I could start my stream. So I was like, I might as well just see what they're saying, and then I was like, oh, they're talking about me in the chat. Okay, cool. I thought it'd be more interesting, but it is what it is. So yeah, I am literally in the process of uploading that video at the moment. It is 26% in upload, so hopefully by the end of this stream, that video will be, it won't be on my live stream page, it will be on the video page, because I can't re-upload to a live stream page. It'll be on the video page, but it'll be called Re-Uploaded. And you could go ahead and watch the Leviathan, the End of the World videos there and whatnot. The eschatologies that we looked into. But there's no live chat there. There's no live chat because the live chat disappeared because of the video being deleted. I'm always like planning for the worst. I hope for the best, but I plan for the worst. So I always have a system recording everything I do. So if my YouTube channel ever gets taken down or anything like that, I've got all my videos backed up and saved, and I don't have to worry about any situations. So that's why I've re-uploaded it, and you shall see it when you see it, D. You'll see it when you see it. Lo Wang is back. He says, enter the Wang. The Wang Gang. Hashtag Wang Gang. Wang Gang. Wang Gang. That sounds racist, but I'm just trying to say your name. Wang Gang. Wang Gang. That sounds so bad. But it is what it is. Lo Wang says, the warrior who defeated the big nose is reason. I hey, I didn't destroy his. I didn't defeat his reasoning. He destroyed his own reasoning. This is the thing. When people will argue with reason and logical thinking, they don't realize that that logical thinking and that reasoning applies to them as well. They seem to think it only applies to the person that they're questioning. No, it applies to you as well. So, yeah, it destroys itself. You know, the foundation can't be built on sand. You have to have solid foundation in order to build a house. Catherine says, "La wang with Big Bang." I added the Big Bang bit, but you know, it's just because of that and the bang. D says, "Don't give them satisfaction. You are free. Set your mind free here. Park, sit, and clear your mind." No, I'm free. I'm chilling. But it's some of the guys that I'm worried about. Obviously, like I said, you guys can do what you want to do. Your choice at the end of the day. Your life, your free will. However, my advice would be, don't even mention them. Honestly, it will probably irk them a little bit more. They'll be like, "Oh no, they're not talking about us anymore. Now we can't talk about them." You know, just leave it. Just leave it. Leave them where they are, and hopefully they can we've thrown the ropes down. They're in a big dip. They're in a big deep hole of victim mentality. We've thrown down the lifelines. We've thrown down the ropes. You know, we've all thrown ropes down. If they choose to ignore the ropes and sit there, that's their choice. You know, so at that point you've got to just walk away and just say, "The rope's there, see you later, mate." You can't stand there hovering over them, throwing more ropes and more ropes and more ropes. If, like I say on this channel a lot, you can only help someone who wants to help themselves. You can only help someone who wants to help themselves. You can't help someone who wants you to do all the work for them. Then you're not helping them, you're doing it for them. You know, so allow them to figure it out themselves. Let them figure it out themselves. Although, one last thing I'm going to say before I leave it alone is, I just heard Big No say that Lieutenant's been making these amazing songs and stuff like that, but she's not going to tell you how she did it. I'll tell you how she did it, because she heard it from me. Use an application called Suno. If you go to suno.com, suno.com, it's a great website. Absolutely great. Free website. You don't have to pay. They give you like 100 credits, and each song is like 10 credits. So you get 100 credits. The link is there in the chat if you want to make your own songs, guys. There should be no restriction or no commercial block on the ability to have fun, enjoy life, and make some music. So yeah, he might not want to tell you what she's using, but I'm the one who told him what I'm using, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're using as well, because I know the sound of the application is very similar. So I'm pretty sure, I'm like 98% sure that it's the same application they're using. But even if they're not, it doesn't matter. That's the website there, suno.com, if you want to make your own music, guys. Honestly, it's a great website. I highly recommend it. Easy to use. Lots of different features that you could change on. You can make an instrumental music. You can make it lyrical music. You can change it, add all the features you want. So please do go have some fun, enjoy making some music, and please do share. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. As long as it's not tits, ass, cars, you know. It gets boring after a while. Something a bit hopeful. Something a bit, if it's about God, even better. If it's about your journey in life, even better, you know. Like, turn your story into a song. That would be nice. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys come up with. If you do make some songs, drop me in the title of the song. Just write at Damon's Golden Dragon, and then that way it will pop up on my screen, so I know, hey, someone's made a song on that app, and they want me to hear it. So that way I can hear it. Lo Wang says, "Is Majid Nawaz your father?" I've never heard of him. Majid Nawaz. My Faja is God. Majid Nawaz is a British activist and former radio presenter. Nope, never heard of him. Oh wait, was he ever on LBC? I only listened to LBC. LBC, if you don't know it, it's London's biggest conversation. LBC. I used to listen to that a lot when I was doing my driving jobs back in the day. When I was driving around, delivering people their food or whatever I was delivering. I've had many different delivery jobs in my past. While I was running around delivering things to people, I'd be listening to LBC. It was conversations. It was just people discussing topics. It was politics or life stuff, and people would call in and give their opinions. I called up many a time. I have called up many a time to LBC myself and given my 2 cents. And yeah, so if he's on there, I probably heard of him. If he's not been on there, then unfortunately I don't listen to any of the other radio stations. Hopefully he's a good guy. Hopefully that's why you're saying it. D says, bad Diddy, copyright, but everyone gets them. But was a good stream until you naughty out of it. I've got to be naughty. I've got to do things my way. If I want to watch a cartoon video, I'll watch a cartoon video. And to be honest, that was God. God made me do that. You know, I was just going to watch the Simpson one, and then I was going to do something else and talk to you guys. But literally, as soon as Simpson one finished, that one popped up. And I was like, I love Kung Fu Panda. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. It's got to be. It's got to be. So, and plus, like I said, I like the fact that I got a copyright strike. It's like a badge of honor. So, got my first one. Finally. The amount of times I've been... So, what typically they do is that they'll let me know that there's copyright material on my videos. And then I could go back to my videos and I could trim out the copyright material. I could just make it go silent, or I could just remove it completely, that content from the video. But this time they wouldn't allow it because it was such a long video. They just went, nope, ending stream, not letting you do anything else. And they wouldn't even let me see the video. They would not even let me access the video. So this is why I said I always back up my videos. I always record them myself. So luckily I had my own copy, which I was able to trim and sort out for you guys. But I do what I want to do. I do what I want to do in the right way. But I do what I want to do. Lo Wang says, Sun Tzu, to secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands. But the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. Exactly. Exactly. You know? It'll be either the enemy's arrogance, the enemy's power. You know? I think it's Tai Chi, where you use the opponent's strength against them. You know, they come at you with a really fast, hard, and strong punch. But you just maneuver that energy to... Oh, I've got the perfect video to explain this. I have the perfect video to explain this. It'll probably... No, it won't get me in trouble. This is going to be a short video. I hope. But I've got the perfect video to explain this. There we go. And it's Kung Fu Panda again. This one's 2:48, so this one's a quick one. Hashtag not sponsored by Lego. Unless Lego want to sponsor me. So it's all about controlling your chi. It's all about controlling your chi.
As you wish. Let's finish this. Fire! Inner peace, inner peace, inner peace.
Inner peace. Hwah! You flow with it. I love it. I love it. Oh god, I love Kung Fu Panda. I love kids movies. It's just I'm just a big kid. But that's the trick. That's the trick. Is like no matter how hard they come at you, they're just gonna get it back themselves because the flow of the chi. And for those that don't know, chi is energy. So where you focus your energy, that's where it goes. So that's why I say don't focus on other streams. If you're not happy with them, just let them go. You know, otherwise you're giving energy to that stream, or giving energy to negativity. Whatever the situation, you don't want to give energy to it if it doesn't serve you. You want to be able to walk away and go, no, do you know what? It's not for me. See you later, mate. See you later. Peace out. Adios. So yeah, the enemy will always destroy himself, essentially. D says, yeah, if you are going to give logic, got to show you have some. Do everyone. Does everyone. Oh, do everyone? No, I'm going to ignore the do bit. Everyone will question your agenda and integrity. Leave the questions and enjoy a sit-by stream here. No. I like questions. I like questions. Don't get me wrong. I like questions. You can have questions here all you want. But yeah, just no attacks. You know, no jabs unless it's necessary. Like, we could do jabs here and there. I like a few jabs and I like giving a few jabs, but only if it's on point. Only if it's on point. Otherwise, if it's just personal, I'm just going to laugh at it and it's not going to even feel like a jab. It's just going to feel boring. Paul, welcome to the channel, says, hi Catherine, I have seen Demand before. I used to watch him when he first started months ago. I thought your name looked familiar. I just don't remember you. Sorry, buddy. It's been a while. It's been a while. I live in the day. I live for the day, you know. Months ago is like years ago to me. D says, yes, thank you, DD, for sharing with her how to make tunes. You share so much with everyone for free. Yeah, you know, it's... I don't think knowledge should be hoarded or should be gatekept with money. I think there should be a gatekeeping to knowledge on experience and ability. But in regards to certain things like making music, that's just having a bit of fun, you know. There's certain things I know that I won't really release to the general public because... not being big-headed, but it will melt some fucking brains. It will melt some brains. So it's only when you're at that level then I can talk about that thing. If I don't see people are at that level, I can't talk about it because I'm like, shit, it's going to melt brains and make people go crazy and shit like that. And that's not the right way of doing things. That's not the right way of doing things. Not if I want peace. Not if I want peace. So I've got to hold back sometimes. But yeah, in regards to just general stuff like information, life information, where it's... You could find it on the internet if you look for it. Yeah, I've done the legwork, so you don't have to. I've done the legwork, so you don't have to. Or neither do they. Neither do they have to. Catherine says, Paul Russell Smith, thank you for coming. I'm happy you've been here before, and hopefully you will come again more often. Yeah, we'll see you around, buddy. D says, give credit where credit is due. If you used to know, reference our DD with love and thanks. Give credit where credit is due. Thank God. Thank God that I found it or that I revealed it to you. Thank him. He's the main man. Because obviously I'm following what he's taught me. Truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, and hope. If he hadn't taught me this, I wouldn't be sharing. So thank him. Thank him. Thank him. He takes all credit. Paul Smith is sure I will. I like them on. Thank you. I appreciate you, buddy. D says, Diddy got away or the highway. Glad you're here. Chat and subscribe. Okay, we'll do. Subscribe, thumbs up, grow this channel. Thank you very much, D. Yep, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. If you're not subscribed, if you are new here, hit that like button as well. It should be right around here-ish, right there. And thumbs up. I don't know how you could do a thumbs up, but I know there's like this emoji thing that you could do. You could drop the emojis like this one, like the celebration one. Anyways, you're more than welcome to do that. Paul says, I do like listening to Damon while I'm working. Awesome. Glad. What do you do for a living? Be interested to know. D says, meant leave the question of why from other streams. Let it go. Ah, yes. Yeah, let other streams go. If they don't serve you, if they're not helping you grow, if they're not helping you be a better person or being more happy with your life, or even trying to aspire or dream about doing different things in life, then it's just holding you back. It's holding you back. It's keeping you in victim mentality, anger, and all that other stuff. Don't get me wrong. I don't say that you, like with me, I don't say it's all peace and love all the time. I say it's a balance between the good and the bad. The good and the bad. But the bad only comes out to defend the good. So if I'm going to fight or argue, it will be based on truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, and hope. It's not going to be based on my own ego. So got to have that balance. The Yorkshire Bird, welcome to the channel. I can't say your full name without laughing or the bird from Yorkshire. Welcome to the channel. It's good to see you here. Catherine says, Paul, what's your occupation, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, great minds think alike. Yeah, I'm thinking the Yorkshire one. Isn't that the... What's the one on that other stream that comes from Yorkshire or something? I don't know. But it's good to have you here. Paul says, I've been working as an artist for the last couple of years. I have an art page on my Facebook and have a book out soon on my work. Oh, cool. That's sick. What kind of art do you do? Is it like painting, sculpture? What's the other one? It would, you know, like when people make those statues, not from actual sculpting, but by welding things together and all sorts. Which one are you? Which one are you? Which one are you? Fine art. D says, awesome. You have a channel? No channel, just on Facebook. Love art and awesome. You have a book coming soon. Oh, a book out soon. Oh, I thought you meant like he's booking out his art. Okay, a book of art coming out soon. I'm glad D's on it. D's awake. D's awake. Somebody's awake, not me. Okay, cool. So today's stream is just chilling. It's Paul says oils on canvas. Sick. Sick. I've tried to do a bit of art myself. I've been drawing since I was a kid, and I've recently got into painting again. But I want to do more. I want to do more. I love oil on canvas. That oil is sick. Oil is good. So yeah, today's stream is meditating on God. Okay, and I think this is quite perfect the way the stream started off and the way we've gone into it, because, like I just said a few moments ago, where you put your energy is where your focus goes. Where you put your focus is where your energy goes, sorry. Where you put your focus is where your energy goes. So if you don't like something and you're putting your focus on there, that's where your energy goes. Okay? So when you're meditating on God, you want to put your focus on God. Keep it on truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, and hope. And that's where your energy will flow. That's where your energy flows. Okay? Do you want to give your power over to random people who want to upset you? Do you want to give your power over to people who want to keep you in negative mindsets? Or do you want to give your power to yourself? You know? Do you want to invest in yourself, invest in your own life, invest in your own dreams, invest in your own freedom? Freedom in all aspects. You know? What do you want? What do you want out of life? What do you want? It's up to you. Okay? The choice is yours. It's your life. Free will. D says, let the Spirit fill you and guide you to God. Yes, exactly. Let it guide you. Just, you got to put your focus there first. You got to put your focus there first. I know there's a lot of you guys who are probably sitting there going, yeah, but which God? Yeah, but which God? Which God do I follow? Which one do I put my focus on? There's only one God. There's only one God, formless, above everything. The first mover, the first thing that created everything else. That's the focus. If you need to give it a name, you could give it a name, or you could use the name I use. It's up to you. The name I use is the one from the Sikh religion. It's Vahe Guru. Vahe means amazing. Guru means teacher. So God is an amazing teacher. And like I've said on this channel previously, the only way I've learned is by reading the book of life. I've read the book of life. As my life has been progressing, I've tried my best to understand what God was trying to teach me and try to learn from each lesson. It's not always been easy. I've had to repeat some mistakes. I've had to repeat some lessons. I've got double punishment, triple punishment until I did learn the lesson. But it's a slow and steady progress, okay? It's not going to be easy. It's not an easy route to take, but the freedom. It's all about the freedom, you know? You don't want to be under the control of teachers, lawyers, politicians, governments, corporations, you know, with all the advertising. You don't want to be under their control. You want to be in full control of yourself and be able to make your own choices and decisions that lead you to the life that you want. Jeffrey, welcome back, says there's only one God and he sent his only one representative, his only begotten son, Jesus Christ, born of Holy Spirit, Mother Mary. That the first part I agree with, there's only one God. That's great. The rest of it, you don't need to focus on, guys. Don't focus on that so much at the moment. Because that's more doctrine stuff. That's more the frills. That's the frills, you know. Why would you want to go sit there? You get a big plate of like chicken. You get a big plate of chicken, and then all you do is you eat the potatoes and the sprouts. All you eat is potatoes and sprouts, and you ignore the chicken because everyone keeps telling you the potatoes and sprouts is what it's all about. It's like, no, the chicken, the main dish. God is the main dish. Okay. Yes, the other stuff is important and it does complement the main dish of God, but focus on God. God, the formless one, the ultimate one, the one that sends anyone that needs to be sent, the one that creates anything that needs to be created, the one. D says, just know Mary is not the third part of God's nature. The Spirit is not Mary, it is the Father's Spirit, Comforter. He comes in and guides us. Yorkshire Bird says, what is the Buddha nature? The Buddha nature, interesting. Let's have a quick Google of that together. D says, doctrines of man, no religion, just Jesus, aka God, just God. Let's have a look and see. Buddha nature. In Buddhism, Buddha nature is the idea that all beings have the potential to become enlightened like the Buddha. It is also the belief that all beings already have a pure Buddha essence within them. Yep. Okay, so far I agree with that, Yorkshire Bird. I've said this on a stream previously. I believe that the soul within us all is a spark of God. It's a spark of divinity within every single human being. That spark of divinity needs to be nurtured into a fire. That spark of divinity needs to be blown onto. You need to blow onto it and you need to invigorate it. You need to give it some kind of life from yourself. You have to give it recognition, some attention, you know? Give it some focus. When you give yourself that focus within, not yourself as in, oh, I'm going for a nail spa treatment day, not like that, but an actual internal reflection of who you are, what you've done in your life, what you're thankful for, what you're unhappy about, what you're regretful for, what you ask God for forgiveness for. You need to look inside and look at all these things within yourself, and the more you work on yourself, the more that ember, that spark turns into a fire. And yeah, the more you build that fire, it's not going to be an easy job. It's not going to be like, oh, click my fingers and there you go, I'm enlightened. It's more of a process, and to be honest, there's no true enlightenment. You'll go through different stages. We're going, oh my God, now I know this. Oh, I must be enlightened. And then you go, oh wait, no, I don't know much at all still. And then you go to the next stage and you go, oh shit, I must be enlightened now. Nope. Still lots to learn. The journey of life is the never-ending story. Okay, it's the never-ending story. It's the never-ending story, and there's nothing wrong with the never-ending story, because sometimes, especially with life, we want it to keep going. You know, it's us asking God, can we go back to life again? Can we go back to life again? Do you think God gets anything out of it, or do you think it's all for us? You know, to create life and give us this human experience. Do you think God gets anything out of it, or do you think it's all for our benefit? Because we're like, hey God, do you remember that game we played called Life? Can we go play it again? It was kind of fun. It was hard, but it was fun. Can we go play again? Can we? So then he sends our souls down to our bodies and yada yada yada. So we can reconnect. It is possible for everyone. It's not a special person only thing. It's everyone can reach to some stage of understanding of life and God. The level depends on, I'm not gonna lie, I think it kind of does depend, the level of it does depend on, I want to say, God's grace. It depends on God's grace, you know. Depends on how pure your heart is, how much you really try, and all these other things. I think that all plays a part into God's grace as well. But it doesn't mean that you can't reach some level of enlightenment, you know. You could be at the rock bottom and stay there, but it's not benefiting anyone, and definitely wouldn't be benefiting you. So you might want to go up a few levels. You might not want to get to the very top. You might go up 3 levels and go, do you know what? This is okay for me. This is how I can live my life. I've got happy thoughts. I've got positive attitude. I've got a beautiful family. I've got a great job. I've got the house I wanted. I've the dream life I need, and I'm content with my spiritual growth, and I don't need to know anything further. I don't need to experience anything further. Now it's time for me to live in balance between the spiritual life and the physical life. You know, me being an idiot, I kind of put all my life on hold. I put everything on the back burner. I focused on the spiritual journey. I always thought I was going to be alone. I thought I was going to die alone. I thought, for me, it's no stress. I'll just keep focusing on the spiritual journey. I'm enjoying this. God's my best friend. I enjoy spending time with him. And I'll just keep moving forward. I'll keep moving forward. And I ended up going to so many different levels. It's silly. It's silly. I wouldn't recommend anyone coming to the point where I'm at. Don't come up to it. Don't come up to it. Trust me, if I had known what I know now, I'd probably stay a few pegs lower. Because you want that balance between life and spiritual. So I hope that explained the Buddha nature. There was a bit more to the Buddha nature. Buddha nature described a consummate form of purity, bliss, permanence, and self. That's a self is being most important, like your true self, not the ego self, but the true self with a capital S. A seed within all of us that has the potential to grow. Yes, there we go. I said that as well. An innate potential for all sentient beings to become a Buddha. Yep. How can I recognize my Buddha nature? Pause from time to time to simply be. In other words, be in the moment. Don't always be stuck in the future or the past. Live in the moment. Drop the meditation from time to time and just be. I'd say take up meditation. I think most people haven't taken up meditation. So I'd say take up meditation and do the self-reflection. Do that inner work. And don't control your attention in any way. What? Okay, they're saying don't control your attention. No. You have to control your attention at the beginning. You have to be able to focus on something. Because the thing is, if you're not focused, if you can't control your focus, you are like an ADHD person. You're constantly distracted by everything that's going on, and you're just chasing cars all the time. Whereas if you learn to focus your attention, guess what you could do? You can learn to let go too. Let go of that focus and just be. So first thing is, learn to focus so you could then let go of that focus. I don't agree with what 2 of those things that is said. So, but it is AI. What does AI know? AI doesn't know anything about life. So I hope that helped you there, Yorkshire Bird. D says, doctrines of man, no religion, just Jesus. Wonderful counselor, mighty God, Savior, Emmanuel, God with us. Only one Savior, one loving Father, one Creator who came into his creation. Big Bird says, how many faces does God have? God doesn't have faces. Okay, it depends on what perspective you're looking at. This is why I say everything is always down to perspective. So it depends on what perspective are you talking about. What level are you speaking from? Does God have faces? Because the thing is, God doesn't have a physical form. God is formless. So having no form means having no face. However, the face could be represented as ways of looking at him. You know, you could look at this can and go, oh, it's a container. You could look at it and go, oh, it's an aluminium can. You could look at it and go, no, it's a branded can. You could look at it and go, it's an empty can. You know, there's like 4 or 5 different ways you could name this one thing which hasn't changed. It stayed the same, but it's just depending on how you're looking at it. It's the same thing with God. God doesn't change. He's formless and he's amazing. He's the best. He's the one that started it all. But depending on what angle you're looking at him from is the perception you will get. Hence why we have so many different religions. Charity says, thank you, Catherine Ramsey, for informing me of lies Lieutenant was telling me about me, Biz, and oh, yeah, Charity, apparently you've been banned off my channel. apparently. So, he says, why your message is being retracted. I think he was a typo. I think he just pressed like numbers when I looked earlier. Catherine says, Charito, no problem. D says, Deuteronomy 34:10, and there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face. Charito says, probably lieutenant censorship. D Gossi, you know, hey, like control, you know they like control, probably hacked into the stream and the Quran bots. I'm not gonna lie, I said I wasn't gonna talk about this stream, but I'm just gonna mention it because I found it funny. I'm not attacking them, but I just found it funny. It was literally like I went on the stream while I was doing that video, trying to edit it for the re-upload. And while I was listening to it, he was like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to play music. And then we're going to wait for the lieutenant. And when the lieutenant comes, we're going to read the Riwayat. And I was like, oh, wow, it's a Muslim channel now. Before they start the stream, they have to do their prayers. They have to get their prayers in. Charity says, I have reported both of them to YouTube for not following guidelines. They have been bullying me, harassing me, and saying hate speech against many people. Yeah. I've said this before, it's a lot of projection from them because they don't realize that they're doing the same thing that they're accusing other people of, which is hilarious. I love the irony in life, but it's sad because I want them to grow. I want them to grow. I want them to be better. D says Genesis 32:30, and Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen God's face to face, and my life is preserved. Interesting. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel. I've seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. That one confuses me, D, because I thought there was something about this in the Bible that says no one can see God face to face and live. You could only see the back of him. So I'm kind of confused on why Jacob was able to see God face to face. D says, yes, if they are harassing and bullying you and hate speech, report. That is not good. Do what you gotta do, buddy. Do what you gotta do. D says, praising frequencies. That's my music channel there, guys. Music channel there. The link is there from D. Right there somewhere. And Charity says, thank you, Demand, for allowing free speech, sharing love, and providing hope. No worries, bro. It's what I do. It's what I do. You know, especially from... We're not going to talk about it for much longer, but I just find the irony so beautiful. From a channel that's decided to attack people's beliefs and attack what they hold true, they seem to be very, especially beliefs, you know, attacking other people's religious beliefs. They seem to be very sensitive about anyone criticizing them. It's like, oh, we're here to destroy your beliefs, your religious beliefs that, you know, may have been with you since childhood. We're going to destroy them. And then someone says something to them and they go, oh no, oh, defamation. It's just hilarious to me. It's hilarious. The irony is so beautiful. I love irony. Thank you, God, for irony. Honestly, irony is so great sometimes. Because all you can do is laugh at these situations. All you can do is laugh, you know. You can't get angry. There's no point. It's wasted anger. You're just putting your energy towards something that, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the great scheme of things, especially in your life. In your life, how much does it really matter? So, yeah. D says, Jacob wrestled all night with God. Okay, so he was able to see God's face. Interesting. And that's the same Jacob who's going to go through his struggles. What do you call it? I think you do call it Jacob's struggles or something like that. When I think according to UD, rapture happens and then Jacob's troubles and then something else. Paul says you can see Jesus who is God. Okay, yeah, you could. Well, you could see him in the flesh, but you can't see God. You only see God through his works. And I'm pretty sure that's what the Bible said that we read the other day. It said that if you have seen the works I have done, then you have seen the Father. You know, so it's through the works that shows the evidence of the Father. Not by going, oh, look, Jesus, oh my God, I can see God in him. I don't think it was like that. I think it was more of a, through the works he did, people could see that God was legit. Ooh, I've got a little fly on my head. Because of the works he did, that they were like, yeah, God is real, because of what he's able to do. And that's how they were able to come to know the Father, through the Son. D says, yes, image of God. Paul. Oh, well, I just disagreed with Paul. Because we're all made in the image of God. We're all made in the image of God, apparently. D says, 2 Corinthians 4:4, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. Yep, but they got to open up their hearts first. They got to open up their hearts or open up their eyes, because they've been blinded. You know, that's why Jesus would say, if those who can see, those who can hear, will listen to him. You know, those who can't hear or see, they'll just kind of attack him or shrug him off. D says, Mark 12:26, and as touching the dead, that they rise, have ye not read in the book of Moses, how in the bush God spoke unto him, saying, I am the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Yorkshire Bird says, demand, what is the end goal of the last Uber journey? I like the way you put that. What is the end goal of the last Uber journey? I would say the goal of the last Uber journey is to go back home. To go back home. At some point you want to go home and rest and recuperate before you come back around for another go. You could probably come back straight away if you wanted to, you know. The way time works and the way time doesn't really exist outside of time and space and all that stuff, outside of creation. So yeah, I believe that the goal of the last Uber journey is to go home and get some rest, and then decide where we want to go next. Which adventure do we want to live next? What life do we want? D says, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, yes please, and thank you. Alrighty, we're going to take a little quick break, but I'm loving the questions there, Yorkshire. I'm loving the questions. So yeah, keep the questions coming. It's making me think as well, because a lot of times I know the answers in some form, but they're in the back of my head. It's because I don't really ask myself these questions. For me, it's like, oh yeah, I know God exists. I'm happy. I'm happy with life. I'll figure out everything else I need to figure out myself, but what God has taught me, I'm happy with. Like, I'm like set. So when you guys ask me certain questions, it makes me dive into my treasure trove and find whatever I can to answer the question. So yeah, I do like the questions. Charito, last comment before I go to the music, says, the man led a incredible lifestyle as a air host on international flights. So these bums looking down and putting down demand, go away. He has achieved more than most. It was just a job. And to be honest, the only reason I did that job was because I'm poor and I wanted to travel. So this is what I mean. I'm not rich. Okay, I don't come from a really rich life, family or anything like that. Most of the things I've wanted in life, I've had to go out and buy myself. I've been working since I was 14 or 15, but be quiet, I might get in trouble for that, because you're not technically allowed to work till you're 16. So I've been working since I was about 14, 15, and I've always had to go out and get whatever I wanted. And I've always done what I wanted. I wanted a motorbike. I was like, cool, I'm getting a motorbike. My parents were like, the only way my parents found out that I have a motorbike was when my helmet came in the post. My helmet came in the delivery, and they were like, what's this? I was like, oh, it's a helmet. And they're like, what? Helmet? For what? I was like, for my motorbike. They're like, motorbike? You're getting a motorbike? I was like, yeah. And yeah, that's how they found out I'm getting a motorbike. Literally, it was on the way. So I've had to do a lot of life stuff, and I haven't achieved, like, you know how some people are like, oh, I achieved this goal or this goal. For me, it was just, I achieved the goals I wanted to. I wanted to travel the world. I travel the world. I found a job that allowed me to travel the world. I ticked off the top 3 places I really wanted to go. I wanted to go Egypt, done. Japan, done. Australia, done. That was it. Those were my main 3 I really wanted to do. Like, they were on my bucket list. Everything else, hit or miss. Don't get me wrong, I'd still like to go and see other places. I'd still like to go. But it's just, I wanted to make sure, because I thought, if I die tomorrow, I want to make sure I've done these 3 particular places. And I have. So I'm like, yeah, cool. It is what it is. Anything else is a bonus. Everything else is a bonus. And that, like I said, that wasn't me accomplishing anything great. It was just me using my mind and looking at life and going, hey, I'm in a situation where I can't afford to be off traveling the world for a year and a half or 2 years. How about I find a job that allows me to travel the world, and they pay me at the same time. They put me up in 5-star hotels, and then they pay me to go out and have drinks with the rest of the crew. They pay me to go out and go to Universal in Singapore. They pay me to, you know what I mean? They pay me to have a champagne breakfast by Sydney Harbour Bridge. They pay me, you know what I mean? That was what I was like, okay, cool. How can I make the system work for me and what I want out of life? So that's where you want to put your focus. Not on what's lacking, not on what's getting you down, but on where you want to go and how you're going to get there. Sometimes it may not be a straight line. Sometimes you may have to do a little squiggle. But you've got your focus on your destination. All right, time for some music, and then I'll be right back, guys. And let's go with The Righteous Pirates.
Hey, I sail through the storm with me compass on truth, seeking treasure in me heart, not in fountains of youth. A ship full of love with compassion as me map, plundering not gold but the peace that I trap. The seas be wild but I stay me course, with a humble soul may that be me force. I wear no crown, just a battered hat, but the spirit's rich, matey, and that's where it's at. On this righteous voyage where true souls be found, with love in me chest and me boots on the ground, content with the waves, I need not more. Found me peace in the journey and that be me score. The world's chasing jewels but I'm searching for more. I seek the light in the depths where truth hits the shore. Ain't no treasure like compassion, it be rarest of gems, and a humble heart be worth more than crowns or hems. I'll raise me flat with no pride to boast, for a true pirate soul follow spirits of the coast. With kindness as me blade I cut through the lies, seeking love and light beneath blackened skies. On this righteous voyage where true souls be found, with love in me chest and me boots on the ground, content with the waves, I need not more. Found me peace in the journey and that be me score. The world be loud filled with sirens' cries, but I wrote a me old tune beneath starlit skies, giving what I can, taking what I need, living by the code of the sailor's creed. So I sail through the night, compass pointing me right, not for fortune or fame, but for inner sight. The tides rise and fall, but I be standing tall, a humble pirate soul, eating truth's call. I'll sail this path till the waves lay me down, with love as me anchor and truth as me crown. Through storms and calm seas I'll carry me smile, for a life rich in peace be worth every mile. On this righteous voyage where true souls be found, with love in me chest and me boots on the ground, content with the waves, I need not more. Found me peace in the journey and that be me score. So hoist your sails to the stars above, seeking treasure that's forged in compassion and love, for a pirate whose humble sails free as the sea. On a righteous path, hey, that's the life for me. So hoist your sails to the stars above, seeking treasure that's forged in compassion and love, for a pirate whose humble sails free as the sea. On a righteous path, hey, that's the life for me. The world's just sails to the stars above, seeking treasure that's forged in compassion and love, for a pirate whose humble sails free as the sea. On a righteous path,
Hey, that's the life for me. Okay, and welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little break. I love that song. Every time I hear it, I get pumped up. Pumped up. So yes, anyways, let's get on with the chat before I get off into a tangent. D says, Charito, yes, DD has a lot of love, compassion. I could do with a little bit more. I could always do with a little bit more. Charito says, big nose is low IQ. Fact checked. Paul says, I've been to Gaza about 30 years ago. Wow, okay. I've not been to Gaza itself. I've been to Tel Aviv. When I was doing the cabin crew situation, I went to Tel Aviv twice, I believe. Seemed peaceful. I think obviously because they got to take care of us, you know, because of the company responsibility. We drove for about a good 20-30 minutes away from Tel Aviv in order to get to the hotel, which was off in the countryside a little bit. But it seemed nice, seemed beautiful. But I don't know about Gaza. Unfortunately, I've seen the pictures of Gaza. It looks horrendous. Hopefully we could sort that issue out soon. Or do you know what? Even better, the big man comes down and sorts it out for us. Because nobody wants to sort it out themselves. Well, they want to sort it out selfishly. You know, like Trump. Oh, yeah, we'll kick out all the Gazans and then we'll drill for oil and then build on top of it. And then, you know, we'll make some money off it. Everyone's just out for themselves. They're not looking out for the bigger picture. D says, what was that like, Paul? Did you paint? Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, did you paint Gaza? Charity says, amazing lifestyle to man, a very humble man in my opinion. No ego. The thing is, you got to be humble because none of it was my own doing. It's all God lining up these opportunities and opening doors for me and allowing me to walk through these situations and these opportunities and to experience life as much as I could. Don't get me wrong, in my cabin crew experience, it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes there was bad days. There were sometimes horrible days. But I tried my best to smile through them and, you know, find the positive in it, learn the lesson, and just try and hope that something will come out of it that I don't see at the time. But yeah, it's all thanks to God. It's down to Him. So I have to be humble. I see other people who have got the job. I see other people who've got other different amazing jobs. You know, I see people from school and they're like, oh yeah, I work in this central London really tall building and I get paid like nearly 80,000 a year, 90,000 a year. And I'm like, damn, that's impressive. That's impressive. I've never done anything like that, but you know, well done. You know, it's good for you as long as you're happy. For me, I couldn't do that. I couldn't be sitting in an office all day long just trying to make money off other people or selling products and stuff like that. I'd need to meet people. I need to talk to people. I need to live life. I'll give you a little story. I may have told this a while ago. I may have told this story already once upon a time. But I used to work as security at the airport. You know, like in America, you've got the TSA. In the UK, we've got our own security people. So one of the things that we do is we search people as they come through the metal detector. So when they'd come through the metal detector, they'd put their hands up, ready to be searched. And sometimes they wouldn't. So sometimes they just walk through and they just stand there looking at you like, what? Why did it beep? What's going on? What do you want from me? They look at me like that. And sometimes they didn't speak English as well. So I learned to do a bit of sign language, which was essentially, I'd just do this. I'd do the T-pose. I'd say, and then they'd do that, and then I'd start searching them. But me being a big kid, wanting to have a bit of fun in life, sometimes I'd be like, okay, do this, and go, ay, Macarena. Or I'd be like, all right, do this, and then stand on one leg, jump up and down, and people would actually go ahead and do it. And I have to say I was lucky because none of them were offended by it, none of them were upset by it. They all kind of understood that it was just having a bit of a laugh, and yeah, they were good sports about it. And that's the way I kind of like to have fun, you know. Even if you are doing something serious like security, where people are usually a bit nervous flying through an airport, they may be late catching a flight or whatever. You read the person, you read the situation, and yeah, as long as you're not pissing people off because they're running late or something like that, playing games, you could play games with people a little bit, you know. Like they like to play as well. People like to play. They like to have a bit of fun in life, and that's the way I am as well. I like to have a bit of fun too, and even in the most serious of situations, I'll always try and have a bit of fun. Paul says, No, I didn't paint there. Just a trip around Israel and Gaza. Very interesting. It must. How different is it, Paul, from when you went there? Like, you've seen the pictures nowadays. Like, how different was it back then when you went? Was it all like still building standing? Was it still some semblance of society within Gaza itself, or was it already still quite war torn? And for 30 years they've been living in these damn conditions. I'd be interested in knowing that, actually. Oh yeah, I've just dropped the link for the StreamYard as well if anyone wants to come up, and I think I just saw D mention that as well. Yes. Literally the next comment. Maybe you can go up on platform with Didi and talk about it. Love to hear. Yeah, exactly. Maybe one day. Yep, no worries, no stress. When you're ready. When you're ready. It's always well, I say always. It's usually an open conversation situation here. Charity says, I feel very safe at this channel and Almadi's. I've always felt bullied, harassed and intimidated on Big Nose's channel by both him and Lieutenant. They always shouted, insulted and belittled me and others. For what, Charito? For what? Because, you know, I'm sure I could give a few knuckle sandwiches with extra cheese to you as well. But it'd be interesting. What were they trying to bully you on? Doesn't seem like you say much about much. You say a lot, but you're not really talking about anything personal. You're saying good stuff. Like, you're like, thank you, Catherine Ramsey, for informing me of lies. You did say the whole thing about you don't like control. You've reported them. You said thank you to me. You said I led an incredible lifestyle. You did say Big Nose is low IQ, which I kind of agree with, but I think he's got mid IQ. I think, unfortunately, sometimes his overconfidence makes him think he's smarter than he actually is. He needs to have a bit of humble pie, and just that way he's able to see where he needs to grow to become smarter. Because he's got potential. He's got potential. But he needs to do the work first. But yeah, I'd like to know what they've been talking down to you about exactly. D says, everything hidden will be revealed. Truth comes out. Glad you feel safe and at peace now. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. D says, Macarena. Jared says, I hope Ravioli comes up. Yeah, I thought he might come up today, so that's why I had the link ready. I just had to press enter and then put it up. But it's there for him if he does turn up. D says, yes, where is Ravioli and Nagar? Nagar's going to come in a few days, I think. I'm waiting for Ravioli to email me about that, exactly when he wants to do it. And yeah, whenever they're ready to come up and have a chat about it, I'll be happy to learn about Bahaism. But I'd rather not do it on this kind of stream, where this is about meditating on God and talking about how we should really focus our attention. I'd want to do a separate stream which was focused on Bahaism, so that if anyone did want to research Bahaism and my video popped up, they don't have to sit through a whole randomness before they finally get to the Bahaism. I'd rather have them get the Bahaism conversation in the Bahaism. I hope I'm saying that right. Bahaism stream. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Charity says, in my opinions and my beliefs demand. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not allowed to have those. You're not allowed to have those on that channel. You're supposed to say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please teach me more, sir. D says, where is Simon, Suvi? Miss you guys. Simon was on my driving stream the other day. When I was doing my driving stream, Simon popped up. He was in the chat. And Suvi, unfortunately, once again, life happens, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I'd like to say she hates me again, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Ravioli Ravioli's back. Welcome back, Ravioli. Says, I linked Nagar your channel earlier, demand, and hello and evening, everyone. Thank you very much, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah. Whenever if she's around in chat at the moment, Nagar, drop me an email. I'll drop my emails in the chat again. There you go. There's my email in the chat. Drop me an email and let me know when you're free and available for a conversation Bahaism, if that's what you want to talk about. And yeah, I'll set it up. D says go up Ravioli. Yeah, come on up, Ravi. Is Al Mahdi Chris here? No, I don't think so. He doesn't talk much on my stream. He might be a ninja watcher, but yeah, he doesn't talk much on my stream unless he's coming up to teach. Ravioli says they can finish their conversation. Mine and Chris's conversation, or Nagar and Chris? D says I haven't seen him in a while. Ravioli. D says no one is up there. Ravioli, go up. Ravioli says demand. I was thinking yes. Focus on Baha'i is a good idea. A different day for the Baha'i stream demand. Yeah, we'll do a different day for the Baha'i stream because I want to focus it just on Baha'ism, so that, like I said, if anyone was, I could title it "What is Baha'ism," and then people could go to that and then see the conversation around Baha'ism. This stream's already about an hour in. Yeah, it's already an hour in, and to get started on Baha'ism right now, I don't want to put people through that. You know, if they're there for information on Baha'ism, I want them to be able to have it. I could always edit it. I know I could do that, but I think it'll be a good day for everyone to come up and they can learn about Baha'ism as well. If anyone's got any questions, they can ask it. We could do a nice long stream. Charity says, I refuse to pay 5 memberships to rejoin the Big Nose Toxic channel. That's your prerogative. You have every choice to refuse. Because I say you've got free will. No, I say you've got free will and that's why you have free will. But compared to other people who don't think you've got free will, I think you've got free will because God gave you free will. And I'm just confirming, yes, God gave you free will. So yes, you don't need to go do that if you don't want to. D says you can go up through the Ravioli and read. Yep, you could know. What do you want to read exactly? Is it something in Arabic or English? What's going on? Because D keeps asking you to read and I have no idea what you read. Charity says it is not happening ever. Ever. D says one day you can buy membership here. Charity says they can pay me to rejoin them and compensation for trauma of the channel. They could reimburse everyone. Yeah, they could. But yeah, let's leave their channel alone. Let's leave their channel alone. I know I keep bringing it up as well every once in a while, so it's my fault too. But I'm just reflecting on some of the funny things I noticed recently. Like I said, in regards to like what was it? It was the music aspect, how they're not going to tell anyone how they made it and stuff like that, and all, just those kind of things. But I'm gonna keep my focus on God and this stream and you guys, as long as you guys aren't talking about them, because then my it goes to them. My focus goes to them as we're talking about them. D says, yeah, it keeps being brought up. Let it go. Yes, exactly. Once we let it go, it's all gone. So, while we're talking about meditation on God, let me know, guys. Do you find it easy to keep your focus? Do you lose focus very easily? What's going on in your lives? Are you able to focus on what you want? Are you able to focus on God? Or do you get distracted very easily? D says, appreciate you sharing the music tune link. God be the glory. No worries. Yep, always God, always up to God. Ravioli says, guys, wishing Big Nose and Lieutenant peace. Yes, wish them peace. Hopefully they find inner peace. I'm not sure how they will find inner peace with rational thinking and critical thinking, but I hope they find peace. D says, peace, love, and no hate. Yep, no hate here. Can be angry at them sometimes, but no hate. Don't let the anger come from hate. Let it come from truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, and hope. Cool. So yeah, do you guys struggle with meditation? What's going on with you guys in meditation? I want to know a bit more about you guys, because I talk a lot about me. And I get bored talking about myself. I want to learn from you guys. I want to know more about you. You know, this stream's meant to be about everybody and everyone's journey, wherever they are on that journey. So yeah, please do let me know, what do you struggle with in regards to meditation? If you do struggle, if you don't struggle, let me know you don't struggle. Let me know your techniques. D says Ephesians 4:26, be ye angry and sin not, let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Catherine says to Charito, if the big nose of London says come on up on panel and you don't, he then bans you. He screamed at me for not having membership, but others never got screamed at, and I was offered a ban numerous times. Lol. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to start doing that as well. Hit the StreamYard link and come up, or I'm gonna have to ban you. I'll ban you. I'll ban you. Let me see. Do I have a hammer here? I think I might have a hammer. 1 second. I couldn't find a hammer. No ban hammer at the moment. So no ban hammer. But I'm gonna drill it into you guys. I'm gonna drill it in. You gotta come up. You gotta come up, or I'm gonna drill it in. Oh, I love a drill. I love a good old drill. I was at my mate's the other day, and he's got a really good drill. It's like a tiny thing. It's like that big, but it's super powerful. I love tools. I told you, I'm a big kid. I'm a big kid. As an adult, I play with tools. As a kid, I played with toys. Well, I still play with toys as an adult too, but you know what I mean. I also have big boy toys. D says, I tried for a while to get membership for you, but would never hit on your name. Ravioli says, nice drill. Is that Milwaukee Makita? No, this one's some... I got this from Argos, I think. Terratech. To be honest, this is a crap drill. This is just literally because I needed a useless drill for useless projects. But the drill my friend has is like a proper professional one. That one's like legit. That's the one you want for any like serious projects. But this one is just this sounds like a kid's toy. This one feels like a kid's toy. It feels like it'll break one day. But it's a toy. They're all toys to me. And I think with tools, it's one of those things that the more you have, the better. The more tools you have, especially in life as well. Love it. Love it. Thank you. So even in life, learning different skills, learning different things in life, these are all tools that you have. And the more tools you have, the more you're able to deal with any situation that comes up. You know, if someone comes up and starts calling you a charlatan to your face, you're able to deal with it because you've got the right tool. You could go, okay, diffuse and walk away. You know, you've got the tools to do whatever you need to do in life. So yeah, you can never have enough tools. More tools is always better, but make sure you take care of your tools. Make sure you take care of your tools. You know, I'm not going to leave this guy outside in the rain. I'm not going to throw it around and think it's still going to work. You know, I have to take care of it. I have to know that, okay, it's a drill, it works like this, but I have to make sure that it's protected and that I don't abuse it either. So, just like in life and your personal lives and your skills of the things that you do in life, being your tools, make sure you keep them maintained. Make sure that you're not abusing them and make sure that you use it effectively. Yeah, I love how God always sets these up for like, oh, here's some kind of like wisdom based on something stupid. I was just literally went to get a drill I went to find a hammer so I could say, the ban hammer's coming out, the ban hammer. I couldn't find the hammer, found a drill, and ended up talking about tools and having different skills and skill sets and tool sets for different jobs. D says, I problem DD cannot stay focused, but so long on debates and long-winded people, goes in one ear and out the other. Yeah, I get that. I'm kind of similar, I'm not gonna lie. I can keep my focus, but it's harder. It's a lot harder, and if I have questions and they're still talking, it's just like, okay, they're not really caring about communicating to me, and since they don't care about communicating, I'm not going to pay so much attention. I'm not going to focus so hard. I'll listen, and I'll listen for the key bits, but I'm not going to be focused on everything they're saying because they just won't stop talking. You know what I mean? They're not here to communicate something. They're here to speak at me. So yeah, that's like I said, that's another tool in the chest. That's another tool in the chest, to be able to recognize where the conversation is going, whether it is a conversation or someone talking at you. Okay, someone talking at you, change the setting. You're not 100% focused on everything they're saying. You're just going to take out the bits with all the random bullshit that they keep spewing. And then you'll respond based on those bits rather than the entire thing being condensed into a few sentences which you could understand. You know what I mean? That's what I try and do. I try and listen to what people say, and then I try and condense it and understand it in a way where it's reflective of what they're trying to communicate to me. And then I'll typically ask them, is this what you mean? And they'll go, yeah. And then I go, cool, okay, I get it now. Blah, 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 blah. I was going to say, I don't normally say blah, 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 blah to people's faces, but I think I do that sometimes too. I go, what's his face? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm a bit retarded sometimes, but I like being retarded. I like being me. I wouldn't want to be anyone else, and you shouldn't want to be anyone else either. You should want to be you. This is what I say to you guys. I want you to be you, and I want me to be me. I want everyone to be who they are. Don't try and be other people. Be yourselves. D says, have a tool for everything. I have a basement full, DD. Oh, love it. Lots of mechanic tools. Yeah, buddy. That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. I love tools, honestly. Like, whenever I go to like a tool shop or a market or anything and I see someone's got loads of tools, I'm just like, oh, let's have a look. What tools do they have? Which ones do I need? Or what do I not need and just want to have fun with? Oh, I've got a dandy log legs in my room. Is that a dandy log? No, it's not a dandy. Oh, it's another mosquito. Mosquito's back. Mr. Mosquito's back. He was here last week. Trying to attack me, but then he just sat there on the green screen for about a good half an hour and just watched me. I think he was really enjoying the stream, so he came back for round 2 today. Mr. Mosquito wants more of the stream. He came for blood and he left with knowledge. He came for blood and left for knowledge, and now he's back for more knowledge. I love it. Catherine says, Gossi, thanks. Stepper Star has always had free membership from others. Their free membership will run out soon. Ravioli says, Demand Nagar just asked, when is a good time for the Baha'i conversation? If she's about at the moment, I can end this stream and I can end up starting up a new stream about Baha'ism, and then she could jump on that if she's ready today and now. Like, literally, we could jump onto it in the next 10-20 minutes. If not, if she needs some time to prepare or whatever, that I don't know what she wants to talk about Baha'ism exactly, if she's got a slideshow presentation ready or if she just knows everything and she's able to just speak about it, whatever the situation, if she needs time to prepare, she could have time to prepare. If she's ready to go and rock and roll, I'm ready to rock and roll. It doesn't bother me. But like I said, I'll just end this stream and start up a new stream so that it's Baha'ism focused. D says, yes, someone will have to buy them another. And D says, like with Chris, DD, if too long-winded, it just goes in one ear and out the other. Yeah, and I've tried to tell him that as well a few times. I've tried to say, look, if you're trying to teach someone, you have to be able to make sure that they are able to follow along. You know, you might know what you're talking about, but the other person has no clue. And if you're trying to teach, you're trying to communicate your knowledge to someone else, you need to make sure they're able to receive it. An example of this would be a silly example. Well, it's not really a silly example. It's just more of a complicated answer of way of explaining this. It's like two computers. You connect them up and you want them to communicate to each other. One of them's using one language and one of them's using a different language. They're not going to communicate. That first computer knows exactly what it wants to say to the other computer, and it's saying it. The other computer has no clue what it's saying. Message never received. Hence, you want to make sure that you're both speaking the same language, you're both on the same page, you're both coming from the same angle, and you've got both got the same understanding as you're trying to build upon certain foundational understandings. D says Mosquito wants some sweet blood. Didi, is your sweet? I think so. I hope so. I used to get bitten by a lot of mosquitoes when I was in where was I? Kenya. When I was in Kenya, I got bit by a bunch of mosquitoes because we were outside. So yeah, it must be pretty sweet, especially with the Red Bull I drink, or the energy drinks, you know. Nagar, welcome to the channel, says this is Nagar. I am ready. Oh, okay. Okay. So we will end the stream in the next couple of minutes. And Nagar, keep an eye out for the next stream. It's going to be a brand new stream. So just go to my my YouTube page and just press refresh in the next 5 minutes and it'll come up with the Baha'ism. And then we can bring you up and have a conversation about that. Thank you very much for that, Ravioli. Appreciate it. Yes, I'm going to close this one and start another. Nagar, I will drop a link. Actually, you could actually join the link now. So if you have a look at the top of the chat, there's a white round box. If you hit that white round box, it will load up StreamYard. If you don't have a StreamYard account, quickly sign up for it. And then hopefully by the time you've set up and come in, I'll have the next stream ready to go and we could talk about Baha'ism. So in that case, I appreciate you all coming. This stream's over, but the party's not over yet. The party still goes on. Okay, the party is still going on. So we're about to start another stream in the next 5-10 minutes. So look out for that and we will be back again. In the meantime, while you've got these 5-10 minutes, go grab a tea, go grab some biscuits, or even better, take 5 minutes to meditate. Just close your eyes, sit down, and just appreciate everything that's good in your life. Let go of the dodginess. Let go of the bad things. If they don't serve you, they're just holding you back. And just breathe and appreciate the fact that you're able to breathe with your own 2 lungs. You know, appreciate life. Appreciate it. Anyway, that's where I'll leave this one, and I will leave it on a song, and I'll go set up the other stream. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. If you are going to make it over there. If you're not going to make it over there, it was fun while it lasted. Might as well hit the like button while you're on the way out, and I'll see you when I see you next. For those that I will see soon, I'll see you on the other side. Lovers, haters, ninjas, commenters, appreciate you all, love you all. See you on the next stream. Bye.
Finding a way through the stones, through the clay, but the rain falls so sweet, giving strength to my feet. Cool breeze whispers my name, washes away all my pain. Now my soul feels so light, dancing free in the light. Cool breeze whispers my name, washes away all my pain. Now my soul feels so light, dancing free in the light. Springtime blooms and I break free, grow into the sun that's calling me. Your love leads me to grow to heights I thought I would never know. Morning dew kisses the leaves, dancing soft in the golden breeze. Every drop a sweet embrace, giving life with gentle grace. Hummingbirds hum, bees take flight, butterflies paint the sky so bright. In the garden love is sown, under the sun we've always known. Springtime blooms and I break free, grow into the sun that's calling me. Your love leads me to grow to heights I thought I would never know. Morning dew kisses the leaves take flight, butterflies paint the sky so bright. In the garden love is sown, under the sun we've always known. Cool breeze whispers my name, washes away all my pain. Now my soul feels so light, dancing free in the light. Springtime blooms and I break free, grow into the sun that's calling me. Your love leads me to grow to heights I thought I would never know. Morning dew kisses the leaves, dancing soft in the golden breeze. Every drop a sweet embrace, giving life with gentle grace. Morning dew kisses the leaves, dancing soft in the golden breeze. Every drop a sweet embrace, giving life with gentle grace. Humming dew kisses the leaves, dancing soft in the golden breeze. Every drop my soul. Through the highs, through the lows, still I know. Every struggle, every storm makes me strong. I keep moving, keep growing, keep holding on. Oh, I rise, I rise, I rise, with the sun in my eyes. Oh, I rise, I rise, I rise, loveless.